What's good? What's good, Sagittarius? So we are doing your reading for the first half of August. Keep in mind my readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising. They are general, so if it doesn't resonate with you, watch your moon or rising sign. Keep in mind throughout the reading, roles can be reversed. We're going to start off with what to expect, just general messages, and then we're going to do a bonus love spread in regards to what you can expect in love. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? What can Sagittarius expect? First half of August. Two more. What can Sagittarius expect the first half of August? Three shuffles. Look at that, Sagittarius. The most impactful energy. Empress and the Ten of Swords right under that. Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. You're definitely feeling yourself the first half of August. There's a lot of support coming in for you, Sagittarius. A lot of support. It's interesting, Sagittarius, because there's a lot of positive things happening for you the first half of August, and we're going to get to that, but you still seem to be feeling like something is off, something is not right. There's something here you're not content with. But clarify this Empress card. For those of you that have been investing into a business or investing into something that you really, really wanted to work out, you really, really wanted it to grow, whether it was a relationship, a business, whatever it may be, things are going to start picking up for you really quickly. Tell me about this Empress card. With the Ten of Wands. That's probably why we have that Nine of Cups in reversed here. You're just tired. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you guys seem to be very focused on a business, on putting in the work. You may feel like you got a lot going on right now. You may feel like you got a lot on your plate. I do feel like you're starting to enter a space where you feel fatigued. I don't want to say burnt out, but there's kind of that energy where you may think to yourself, like, am I burning myself out? Or there's just this heaviness in your energy. I do feel like you're remaining focused here. You're remaining focused on the facts. You're remaining logical with yourself. You do seem to be receiving a lot of support. You know, it could be from a mother, it could be from a community. You seem to be also in a space where you're really upholding some level of status and you feel good about it. It's like you're being recognized here for your efforts, especially specifically in regards to your work, business, something here where you were really looking to kind of achieve some level of recognition. It could be with a person as well, but you know, this feels more so individual, like an individual trial that you're experiencing, or an individual struggle that you felt like you need to remain resilient through. And it does seem to be working out for you. And again, there does seem to be a lot of growth, and it's happening really quickly here for you. You may have felt, you know, like 3 months went by and nothing much was happening, and now all of a sudden it's like bam, but we still have this like underlying energy where you still don't really feel satisfied. And I don't feel like you're not satisfied. I feel like you're just drained. Okay. And things just feel off. You're having a hard time even celebrating some type of success that's going to be happening for you, simply because you just got a lot on your plate. Okay. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. With the Seven of Wands. Ten of Cups in reverse. So, Six of Pentacles. I do feel, Sagittarius, you have communication coming in from someone that's trying to support you. It could be in a material way. It could be someone that's trying to be there for you financially. It could be someone that's trying to share what you got going on. It could be someone that's trying to value you, but you perceive it to either be superficial, or you perceive it to be not of something that is of your best interest. Let's just put it that way. So whatever this communication is that may be coming through, you're kind of staying on higher ground. You're not letting it in your space because you perceive it to be something that just, you don't want it. You don't want it. It could be help from a family specifically. You could be, maybe your family's reaching out and said, hey, you need some help, or hey, or there's a situation here that you're recognizing continuously leaves you feeling unhappy or discontent. And I feel like you're staying on higher ground when it comes to someone that's trying to help you. How does Sagittarius perceive this energy? 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse as well. You may perceive this to be someone that is going through their own mental warfare, if I could say that. It's like this. You perceive this to be someone that is clinging, even, you know, how do you say? It's like you feel like this person is dealing with their own mental battle. Like if this is a mother, for example, you feel like this is someone that's trying to help you, but you feel like they're trying to help you because, you know, they're stressed for you, or it's like they're all scattered, they're rattled. You perceive this to be someone that's a little bit rattled. And even though they show up and they try to help you, you almost feel like they bring a lot of negative or oppressive energy with this help. So it's almost like you feel like if you accept someone's help or support or whatever it may be, it's just going to cause more weird energy, and you're in a space where you don't got room for it. It's like, I got a lot going on, and I understand. It's kind of like this energy, like because you are taking the high road. It's like, I understand you're trying to help me. I understand you're trying to be of support. But I'm good. You know what I mean? And you may perceive this person's help or generosity as a little bit more of a burden. And I do see you turning it down, in fact. And I feel like it is going to create a little bit of weird energy between you and someone else, maybe you and a family. Because I feel like there's an energy here, a family situation, or someone that is authentically trying to be there for you, or you know, show up, trying to like be generous. But it's almost like you're like, no, I got it. Even if it's just a coworker that's trying to be there, trying to be generous with their resources, it's like, no, I got it. Just back. It's okay. It's like you're in a space where you got it. And you honestly, truly do. Clarify this 9 of Cups in reverse, but you are in a little bit of a weird 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like the reason you're feeling weird, Sagittarius, or feeling like something is just off, or you're still having a hard time celebrating the success that's coming to you, is because you're going through something where you're trying to emotionally detach from a past situation. You could be in a space where there is certain things that bother you, but you're trying to not be petty, or you're just in a space of really trying to let go of, you know, sadness, or you're trying to let go of, you know, there could still be this fear lingering of like, I don't want to regret this, or I don't want to regret this change. If it's business related, you're in a space of like still feeling a little bit, okay, like things are going good, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way. I don't know if it's sustainable. It's like there's this fear still of, there's a fear of loss. Let's just put it that way with that 5 of Cups in reverse. There's a fear of loss. It's like, yes, things are going really well, but let's not touch it. Don't touch it. It's like it's like there's a fear of losing it. A lot of you guys as well, a lot of you guys are in a space where you are taking care of yourself. You're nurturing yourself in different ways. You're really focused on your looks. Potentially you're focused on, you know, your overall self-worth and what you feel like you need to do to really bring out that Empress energy, to really kind of put yourself first. And I feel like you're in a space where you are putting yourself first. You're kind of, again, feeling overwhelmed first half of August. You're remaining focused though. You're remaining focused. What's this? Give me one more on that Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. Some of you, honestly, I feel like this is you. I feel like you guys are being your own mentor for the first half of August. It is potential that you're taking someone's advice when it comes to doing something a little bit more of a traditional way, when it comes to a business, when it comes to a relationship that you're involved in. You may be taking someone's advice and you're really trying to invest into it. You're putting in the work. It's working out really well for you, but something still feels off because there's a fear of losing something good. Clarify this King of Pentacles. For those of you, I don't like to make these readings specifically focused on love, but for those of you in a love situation, Honestly, I feel like you're in a space where you want to put in the work. You may be taking someone's advice when it comes to, doing something a little bit more of a traditional way, or honestly, you may be in a space where you feel like you're receiving repressed emotions from a specific person, and you may be almost you may be conforming to something or conforming to doing something here in order to kind of prove your loyalty, or to make yourself be perceived a little bit more dependable. Not because you're a little biatch, but because you really want this. Whatever this is, you really want. Okay? But for the most of you, I feel like this is you just being your own guide right now through a period where you're really desiring something to grow, where you're really desiring yourself to grow, where you're really desiring yourself to be better. And for some of you, like I said, this is a business. And for a lot of you, this is just knowing your worth and wanting to invest in yourself in a way where you can really bring out that inner goddess, that inner whatever you want to call it. Even if you're a man, okay, you got a goddess in there. We all got our feminine, masculine, okay. But it's like you're really doing your best to be nurturing to self and nurturing to something here that you really desire. And it's working out really good for you. There's a lot of growth happening. There's a lot of quick changes that are really exciting. But here you are feeling sad still, or feeling like a little bit empty. But it's really just stemmed from fearing losing something, or it's trying to detach from something in your past. So there's this odd feeling, So I do see you putting a lot of energy into being responsible, putting a lot of energy into being better with your money, trying to kind of, put your money where your mouth is when it comes to what you really want, what your dream is, especially with that Seven of Cups. I feel like you're becoming aware of the possibility, especially within the realm of your work, career, status, whatever it may be. And you're in a space of exploring those options, getting in touch with your creative side as well, Sag. And I feel like you're kind of open to doing things differently, but you're still in a space again of feeling like off. Honestly, Sagittarius, some of y'all are stubborn. Sagittarius, y'all can be stubborn, and sometimes to your very right. Some of you guys feel like you need to do things outside your normal way of doing things, and you may have rebelled against yourself. But now you're in a space of conforming to something because you're starting to see the sense into it, or you're starting to see the logic in it, okay? Whether it's just how you're running your business, how you're taking care of yourself. It's like you may have been saying, do you know what, I'm just going to keep eating junk food because that's just who I am. And now you're starting to realize that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like there's something here, you're kind of going against your natural way of doing something. And that could be why you feel like a little bit off too, but it's working out really good for you. Okay. So you're acting in a different way. It's giving you more responsibility, but it's also giving you more results. And I feel like you're being the change that you want to see. And what does that require? Well, it requires you to be different. And I feel like you're being different, and it's uncomfortable. It's odd. Okay. But I feel like it's kind of opening your horizon when it comes to what's really possible and what's in your control. And you're giving it all you got. What can I say? Eight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, Sagittarius, this is the burnout phase where you may feel like you're faking happiness, where you may feel that Knight of Wands in reverse, where you're burnt out, you're exhausted, you're faking happiness. You do seem to be, suiting up well, or kind of still making appearances, still looking good, still doing what you got to do, still kind of putting in the work. But you may feel a little bit like you're faking, when really you're just protecting your feminine. Don't ever feel like you're faking when you're in that space from a place of burnout. You're just protecting your feminine energy, and that's completely okay. Nobody needs to see all the rawness, especially when you're in a space of not really being sure why. I feel like it may feel as though you're faking a little bit, but it's not. Okay, it's just that you're at a party you've never been to before. You're in an experience you've never been in before. It's really positive, Sag. You just got to learn to chill and enjoy it. And I feel like you'll get there. But right now, you're a little bit overwhelmed, I feel, with a change or some type of transition where you feel burnt out. But again, you may feel like you're kind of doing things in a different way. You're putting in the work. You're taking responsibility for good advice, or you're taking responsibility for just the reality in regards to what you need to do to, see some type of progress, and you're good. But keep in mind, there may be someone here that's trying to help you, that's trying to offer their support, that's trying to be there. It's in a very minimal way. Like I said, they could be trying to You know, maybe you're stressing out because yes, things are going well, but you're still paying off a loan or something like that. And there could be someone, even family, saying, here, you know, I can offer you some money. And you're like, no, just everybody back off. You're in a space of like, everybody back off. Things are perfect. It almost reminds me of like a bride who's like all dolled up and she's ready to go and she's flawless, but she's stressed to shit. And she's like, everybody just back the fuck up, please. And she's like crying and it's like, everything's perfect. So I feel like you're in a space of like, not literally telling people to back up, but you're in a space of like, I got it. I got it. You're definitely in a space where you're protecting your feminine. Even as a man, you're protecting your own needs when it comes to your feminine natures. So I really like it. And you are being supported by a lot of people, but I don't really even feel like you're letting these people in on a personal way. It's like if it's a business, you're keeping your relationship strictly business. It's like you're keeping things quite protected here in your realm of reality because you're honestly, I feel like you're just trying to overcome something here that created a lot of unhappiness, or you're trying to avoid experiencing the loss of whatever the success is. It's like you don't like, no, I don't want to hang out with y'all. I just quit drinking. I don't want to be going out every weekend. Or no, I don't want to go to McDonald's. Boo. Okay. I've been doing good. I've like lost 15 pounds, like whatever it is, like something like that. It's like you're in a space of like, you got it. Okay. And I really like it for you. And again, you're in a space of not being quite beautiful and handsome, being a little bit more nurturing and loving to yourself, but you got your guards up and there's still this wound here where you may feel like not yourself. You may feel not yourself, where something's just off. I feel like that's just temporary. You're just going through a change, but you do have a lot of options opening up to you. I don't feel like you're fully exploring anything crazy new just yet because you're already feeling quite exhausted or burnt out. You're just more so keeping up appearances and doing what you need to do to live your best self, to be your best self, to make changes, to kind of allow yourself to come out of a rough period in your life, or allow yourself to overcome, you know, struggles that you're already dealing with. Okay. Really positive reading. Really positive. I like it. All right. You could be dealing with the Taurus. We have strong Taurus energy. So I feel like a lot of this has to do with money. A lot of this has to do with values, money, changing your values to make more money. A lot of you guys may have had a very solid premise in regards to how to make money or how you see yourself making money. And you may find yourself making tweaks or, you know, seeing the logic in a different way Like you're kind of, because I always say your belief system should work for your spirit, you know, not your spirit working for your belief system. That doesn't make any sense. Right? And I feel like you're kind of challenging your own beliefs because you see the logic in it. And it probably has to do with money or making more money. And I feel like a lot of you guys are making more money, but you may feel like you're exhausting yourself to do it, but it's working and you're just going to keep doing it until you have your next pit stop kind of thing. So give me a card here for Sag. We have, it's up to you. I feel like all of this is up to you. All of this is your choice. All of this is your ability to choose. We do have helpful people. Like I said, there is helpful people trying to make their way in. I feel like you are receptive to talk to a mentor, or you are receptive to kind of take even legal advice, or you are receptive to kind of take certain people's advice. But then there's this family that wants to get in there. Or there's this person that you already see as quite rattled mentally. I don't really feel like you're open to that, but I feel like you're open to receive professional advice or professional whatever. Like maybe you're seeing a mentor or a nutrition coach, or it's that type of energy. I feel like you are receptive to professional help, or someone that there's not this emotional craziness involved. But whoever this is, or a group of people where there's this emotional bias and all this bullshit, it's a no to that. But I feel like you're willing to kind of take yourself seriously enough to receive professional help in whatever it is that you're doing. A financial advisor, a nutritionist, whatever it may be. Okay. So consider the real helpful people. Okay. And it's up to you. So, all right. Let's get some bonus love messages for you. It's really positive though for you, Sag. For those of you that have been wanting some type of change within yourself, within a business, whatever it is, things are happening for you. And it's because of the choices that you are making, which is exciting. Because when we have other people involved, then it's like, well, there's too much potential. Anyway. All right, let's get some bonus love messages for you. What's the time? What time are we at? Oh, my Leota. All right. What can Sagittarius expect in love? Three of Pentacles in reverse wanted to come out. I'm not going to focus too much on that, but what can Sagittarius expect in love? First half of August. Three shuffles. Most impactful energy, Sagittarius. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be still hanging on to someone that's dropped this, okay? Or some of you guys are hanging on to someone literally or in the physical reality because you feel like you got no choice, okay? Or you feel like you have no contingency plan or whatever it may be. Or you're just in a space of still emotionally attached to something that you know doesn't make any sense, or you know they've dropped it, but that energy is still there where you may feel like you need to kind of front a little bit still, like you know it's done, or you know they've dropped you, or you need to drop it for whatever reason, but there's still that emotional attachment where it's like you feel like you have to be fake, like act like you moved on even if you haven't. It's just a weird, not because you want it necessarily, some of you do, but just because you're, I don't know, let's see. Knight of Wands in reverse. We do have the Ace of Cups, so there is something new coming in here for you. Ooh. Well, Sagittarius, we do have something new coming in here for you, but you don't seem to be really up for this situation. If anything, you feel like you can't trust this person, or you just don't trust their motives. You may feel like they're just looking for attention. Because I do see you more so trying to keep to yourself here. Okay, a lot of you guys are dealing with your own personal anxieties and stresses that you may not really be telling this person, or you're not really wanting to acknowledge, whatever it may be. But I do see you receiving an offer here. Give me one more on the Ace of Cups. The King of Cups. Well, there's someone here that's falling in love with you. Just give me one more. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There may be someone here. This kind of feels like someone that is overlooking maybe what they don't have to offer you. Like this is someone that, yes, is very emotionally connected to you, or they are falling in love with you. They may want, if it is a past person by chance, they may want to like say sorry or whatever it may be. But regardless, I feel like this person is overlooking the fact that they don't really have anything to offer you, whether it's just impractical, whether, you know, they don't, whether they're offering you the world, but they don't even have a job, or whether there's or they're just overlooking the fact that, you know, they're uncommittal. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like this person is in a space, or they feel, Sagittarius, like you're uncommittal, but they're willing to overlook that. Okay. I don't know. This is someone that is overlooking something that's quite impractical about the situation between the two of you, because they really do have feelings for you. Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is someone that is lacking ideas when it comes to communicating with you, when it comes to breaking the silence with you, or just speaking up, being the first one to talk. Honestly, Sagittarius, I feel like whoever this is, you seem to be avoiding, or you're choosing to keep to yourself. Why? Why is Sagittarius choosing to keep to themselves? The Knight of Cups. One more. Oh, because you know how to play your cards. That's why. Geez, Sagittarius. Here I'm thinking like, oh, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you're keeping to yourself because you're inspired to be perceived as unattainable. You're inspired to be a little bit more passive. You're inspired to be chased. You're inspired to be the wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you're in a space where, honestly, you want to be chased a little bit. And with this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is like, I feel like you're in a space of just determined to hold your ground in certain aspects of your life. And you're kind of like, if you want it, come and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to come and get it, but you see the love. You see the love on the table. You may feel a little bit wooed. You may feel a little bit tickled by it, whatever it may be. But you're more inspired to kind of remain. You may be in a space where you're desiring to keep this on the down low for whatever reason. You may want to be a little bit secretive about this love for whatever reason, which is why you're just choosing to kind of keep to yourself. There may be things that you're still trying to figure out. I don't know, Sag. I feel like you're just playing your cards right. I feel like you're in a space where you're like, I see you, boo. I see you. It's like, if you want to come and get it, if you want to come and get it, I don't know. I don't know. What does Sagittarius want out of this person? Nine of Cups in reversed. Ten of... Oh, Sag. Are you playing this person's heartstrings? Honestly, Sagittarius, I feel like this is one of those love situations where you're really not that into it. You like the way it makes you feel. You may be in a space of like, if you want to come and get it, or really give it all to me. But you're not really up. I mean, what you want with this person, you're not in a space where you're desiring to put in the work. You may be in a space of desiring to be a little bit more selfish temporarily, and invest into something where you don't really want it long term, but you're still willing to have a good time if it's discreet and, you know, whatever it may be. Because whoever this lover is, I feel like you're in a space of being very well aware that you don't want to invest into it the long haul, but you're willing to have a little bit of a good time. But you're still in a space of like, you need to kind of come to me. You need to fight for me so I can just leave you hanging. It's that type of energy, Sag. You need to fight for me so I can just leave you hanging. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like right now, this person that's coming in right now, I feel like they're more so fishing for attention. Okay, they may be intentionally not communicating with you. They may be trying to say things or not say things. It's like they're really trying to fish for attention, because I feel like this person does have a soft spot for you, but the situation triggers them because they feel like they're not getting any attention from you. They feel like whatever they're doing is not working. And well, why? Because Sagittarius wants to be a little bit more, oh, Sag. You're just probably sitting on your couch, zipping on your wine, just enjoying the experience, just getting your chuckles in. Oh my God. That's so like, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, it is their responsibility to like take the hints. But anyways, I don't know, Sag. You got love coming in, but I don't see you interested in it. Or if you are, it's only for a good time, not a long time. You're not willing to put in the work long term. You want this person to fight for you so you can kind of like, you know what I mean? Chuck it. Or not really take it that seriously. And because you're kind of remaining discreet and not saying too much, it's kind of like, well, I never told you I was giving you anything. I don't know. Give me one more on that Queen of Wands. What's Sag's like motive here? Like, honestly, I feel like you're in a space of feeling good. You're in a space of really enjoying your independence, and I don't really see you welcoming any type of change right now when it comes to your love matters. There could also be external factors between you and this lover that's trying to come in that has you feeling like it's impossible, but it's like you still want the attention of it. The Death in reverse. Yeah, you may feel like there's something karmic involved. You may feel like there's a karmic situation that may come in between the two of you. So it's like, yeah, it's almost like you're entertaining something, but not in a way where this person can say, well, you told me that you wanted to be with me. You're entertaining it in a way of like, if you want to come and get it. But in reality, I feel like you're choosing to stand your ground and remain detached because you're not there. Because first of all, you could be in a karmic situation where there's still karmic shit, or this person is. And I feel like you're aware that there's external circumstances here that just make this unlikely to be successful. So you're not really taking it that seriously. And Sagittarius have a really good time not taking anything seriously. And it can really be your superpower. You can make it that work for in your favor. But let's see. So you do got luck coming in, Sag, but honestly, I feel like you're just going to let this person chase you. I don't even see you having any desire long term. I feel like some of you guys are still trying to get over something from the past, or you're still holding on to something from the past because you feel like you have no contingency plan, something like that. And with that Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're kind of in and out of anything new. Okay. So it could be a Virgo that's coming towards you. Could also be a Leo. We have strong Virgo energy. We also have Leo and Scorpio. Strong Scorpio energy. We also have Pisces. We have soulmate. It says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe in this and they will manifest physically. So that's your advice card. Let's give me another card for Sag. A lot of you guys, Sag, have kind of realized the excitement that comes with being independent, and you're having a really hard time justifying yourself to take anything new seriously. I have a Sag moon, so I can totally relate. I'm not judging you, but it's like you may be in a space of just not ready for a commitment right now, or you just never found the right one. You know what I mean? I don't ever believe you need to force yourself to be with someone because it makes sense or like whatever. I feel like you'll know if you know. I don't know. We do have palm tree. Security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. I feel like this is you. I feel like you've developed some sense of like peace, some sense of security. And there's an element of that security that's quite permanent for you. But there's also an element where you're wanting to explore other things, but you're not wanting to let go of that security. You know what I mean? It's almost like the only way you'd be interested in anyone right now is if you could just, I mean, honestly, you should never have to lose your security to be with anybody, but you're like really sticking to some level of like sitting under your palm tree type of mindset. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're just, I don't know, give me one more. Lord have mercy. We do have karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Some of you guys are still healing from a karmic situation. Like I said, there's something here in the past that you're still healing from. And you've kind of just, you're enjoying your palm tree. You're enjoying sitting under your palm tree metaphorically. Or there is some type of karmic situation here that could be impacting this. We do have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking of you, yearning, unsure of future. So you take that with what you will. Okay. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I love yous and all the best, Sag.